Can you change your race? A question Zoomers aren't really asking, but just doing. There is a TikTok phenomenon where these, Zoomers, these children, you youngins, are going on like Discord, making Discord servers to check each other's progress on changing to different races. Some aren't even changing race, they're just changing ethnicity. They're going from English to Scottish. Not necessarily, doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but they have become innovative with this idea. Now, there are famous examples of people changing their race, like Rachel Dolezal. I think she was the one that was like a professor, and she used the fact that she was black to do something, but she wasn't ever black or something like that. And then, there are lots of people who've like taken melanin to become black. Ollie London was trying to be Jimin. So this is something that has been around, but they've created a safe space for doing this, but for being transracial. They don't call it transracial, they call it RCTA, which means race change to another, or ECTA, which is ethnicity change to another. We're going to be diving into this phenomenon. Why are they doing this? What does this mean? And how do I never see this on my timeline ever again? I don't know. If you search RCTA on TikTok, there are several people who are, honestly, some of them I can't tell if they're joking or if they're serious, which I don't think is a good thing, but I literally cannot tell. But I really like this one because it's good. And we'll cover the question that some people are gonna ask.
So I recently learned about RCTA, race change to another, and I've been doing a lot of soul searching, a lot of digging, and I've realized something about myself, which is that these are all the sources for why being transgender is scientifically, biologically, and sociologically valid. And here are all the same categories of sources for why being RCTA is valid. So I recently learned about...
Period. That just gets that out the way. Okay. Because I know people in the comments are going to be like, oh, but what's the difference between this and being trans? I'm getting that out the way. Okay. Don't ask me that. Let's move on. Now, there's this girl who I don't think is kidding. I don't think she's kidding. I think she's being legitimate. So I assume she's like a white girl who is trying to be Asian, but the way I know that she's not kidding is because in the thing it says me watching other RCTA accounts get hate while I listen to my subs with my comments on friends only. And if you notice, can you see it? Well, down here at the bottom it says comments aren't available because you're not mutual friends. So that's how I know she's not kidding, because she actually, there's some people on here who I think are kidding. Maybe. I think that they are. I think it's this one. The way I'm like, I don't think this is... Wait, maybe she's not kidding. Because I was looking at the comments and I was like... Somebody was like, oh, I'm paying for your therapy. And she was like, yes, please. But maybe she's just like free therapy. Because then later down the bottom, it says, ain't no way. And then she says, yes way. So maybe she's not kidding. I think it's just so weird that like you're like, these people have to be kidding, and some of them like legitimately are. Like, I'm sure she is. I forgot this music is DMCA. Okay, what? I am Jada, white to Jamaican. Yeah, she's like kidding. Like, she's obviously kidding. Wait, she is right. Nah, she's kidding, I think. Huh? Is she? Huh? See, that's what I'm saying. She says not satire. No, I legitimately don't know if these people are like joking or not. That's what I'm saying. Is like this entire thing is full of people where I'm like, are you joking or are you not? You will never be black. My honest reaction. Okay, but are you black? Like, okay, but are any of these pictures you? Like, I don't know what's going on, and it's scaring me. Okay, but this one's like a joke, like very, very clearly a joke. Very clearly. See, like that's so very clearly a joke. See, but the thing about this is it's like this person could be this person could be joking too, like, because there's plenty of people online that are definitely joking and trolling, but then there are people that aren't. And so it's like, but like I said, it's kind of so weird that you're like, there's no way that they're for real, you know? Okay, but as they say right here, I'm face claiming. Face claiming is whenever you choose, you basically have like an inspiration face for what you want to look like whenever you're done with your journey. That's why they're saying that. There's also subliminals that you can listen to on YouTube for whatever race you are wanting to change to. I don't know what that's supposed to do, but I guess just get you in the vibes and the mood of something, of changing to whatever race, something like that. I don't know. Okay, and even Dexterito covered it, which means you know it's bad. Okay, most of this is, you know, we've already covered this. Ollie London, a British influencer who at some point claimed to be Korean, was undergoing plastic surgery to look like Jimin. We know this. Members of the RCTA community don't necessarily want to change their appearance to look like another race, but they believe they can manifest the identity using subliminals. Many of them are focused on transitioning into East Asian ethnicities due to their love for K-pop, K-dramas, and anime culture, among other things. So, like I said, I guess that answers the question of what the subliminals are. They manifest the identity. You just like become it. Like you're just listening to the subliminal and you just all of a sudden are black or something. Like, I'm assuming that's what it's supposed to do, right? On TikTok, RCTA identifying people have been heavily criticized and deemed as ignorant. One of the biggest criticisms of the community is the idea that they cannot fully understand the experience of being an ethnic minority or go through the racism and prejudice associated with the race they're identifying as. If there are any other phrases or slang terms on TikTok, okay. Yeah. Okay, so like I said, there are servers where, like, safe spaces for RCTA, but people have infiltrated them. And Celabella is one of those people. In fact, Mr. Hasanabi has even reacted to her. Let's see how she infiltrated the RCTA server.
People be posting their fucking... Do I look more Hispanic? Not really, it's crazy. This is when I started. You look more Hispanic before. Now you look less Hispanic. What could I be doing wrong? Nobody said anything in the vent channel, so I'm gonna start, like, I'm gonna type something up. I typed out, guys, I'm so sick. My parents won't support my RCTA journey and I just can't take it anymore. Face reveal, I'm kind of insecure, but I tried doing the Asian anime look. After watching subs in anime, it kind of worked. Oh my God, you're so pretty. This has to be like a joke server, right? Like, there's no way this is real. Anyway, I'm waiting for someone to respond to my vent. Oh, someone responded. I'm so sorry. People be posting their fucking...
That's what I'm saying. Like, even she's like, is this real? Because it just doesn't seem real. Like, everything about it just seems like a joke. Like, honestly, the whole thing is like, you've got to be joking, right? Like, no way you would have the audacity, you know?
Okay, I posted my thing and I'm waiting to get verified. I really tried to make it so that I wasn't like too obvious. Holy shit, I got verified. Oh my god, I have access to the rest of the channels. Bro, someone posted champagne as progress. Sorry, the pic is low quality. I took it on my old phone. Oh my god, that's really good. Dude, what methods do you use for the eyes? Because usually I just pull my eyes back. Oh my god.
No.
They're a troll. I banned them. Actually, I'm heartbroken. Why did I believe them?
What the
frick? People lie all the time.
Okay, here's another one. Wait, what did that say? Oh. This is just a lot of mental illness. A lot. Somebody said, did I just see English to Scottish help? There's no way. There's no way. And lastly, there is an entire Reddit for RCTA Safe. This is a safe space for all RCTA and ECTA individuals. No antis. Antis are people who are against what they're trying, their journey, what their mission. I honestly don't want to read these. I think I've had enough. But you get the point. I've had enough. Like, honestly, I thought most of this was a joke when I first watched it. I was like so sure. But then while recording this video, I did a deeper dive and I think some of it wasn't a joke. And that just broke my brain because like I just can't take it anymore. Like I don't want to, you know, I get it. I think I understand. But like I said at the beginning of this video, why are people doing this? Why? What makes people want to change their race so bad? Now, this is my analysis. White people, whenever we say they have no culture, that's, I mean, in my opinion, when I say it, it's not an insult. It's just the freaking truth. Okay, now, people are gonna get mad in the comments, maybe. Possibly. They have before. And they're gonna be like, oh no, we have culture. And they're gonna be mad, but like, I want them to think, to sit there and think, what is white culture? Like legitimately. Because I've asked myself this legitimately. What does it mean to be white? Whiteness is about power. It's about your semblance to power, but not only that, but your proximity to blackness. How far away from blackness are you? How far away from the minority, from the inferior are you? That's all it's ever been. That's all it's ever been used as. So when I was like, what is whiteness? All I could think of was racism. I'm gonna be real honest. Maybe apple pie. I don't know, the Twin Towers. Like, I don't know what else, you know, capitalism. Like, I don't know what else. And nothing good. I couldn't think of anything good. All I thought was racism and capitalism. But I mean, that's just the truth. Whiteness has only been used as a way to make other people feel inferior. That's all it was designed to do. So white culture is based on that. I think especially since like white people in their most formative years, you know, when you're starting a country, you know, typically I feel like people, you know, most countries have been around for a long time, so it's hard for me to say this, but I think most people chill. They chill. They create governments. They, you know, invent some things or something, you know, they chill, they vibe. And so that gives them time to create like a culture. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think when these people came over here, all they did was end up terrorizing people. That's all their mission was. So that's all their mission is now, is to terrorize people, to make people feel inferior, to enslave people, which they continue to do. That I feel like their most formative years, 400 freaking years is a long time. Okay? Their most formative years were spent enslaving people. You know, and making money off of other people's labor. That's all that, like, that's what they spent their time doing. And so how can you create culture when you're so busy? Ugh. I also think the people that originally came over here didn't identify as like American. Like, I think that took a while for the idea of being American or white American or whatever to become a thing. Like the first people that came over here were like, no, I'm English. I'm just doing my duty for the English, or wherever, you know, German, you know. So you know, there's just so many issues in the formative years of America that just screwed over these people from having any semblance of culture. And so now you have these people on TikTok who are like grasping at straws, trying to be anything, trying to grasp to anything. You see white people do all the time where they're like, oh, I'm 1/16th Cherokee, I'm 1/24th Mexican. And it's like, girl, no, you're not. You're just white. Like, just be white. Why don't you want to be white? You're powerful, you know, you can do anything. Why don't you just, you know, do that over there? Like, what's wrong with that? But I really do think because they have no culture, nothing to grasp onto, they're like, they can't grasp onto wherever their like ancestors came from. Like if they're German, because they're so far removed from that they don't have, what am I trying to say, they don't have any connection to German culture like maybe their ancestors did who first came over here, because they're so far removed from it, and they've spent so much time identifying as American and all of that, what that means, that they can't grasp to that because they're not German, and they probably are also mixed with like a bunch of other things. And so like they're just grasping for the straws. You can just see them do it all the time. So honestly, saying this RCTA stuff kind of made me feel bad for them. I'm not gonna be, you know, I'm an empathetic person. This kind of made me feel bad because I'm like, you have nothing, and so you're just desperately trying to cling to anything to call your own. Yeah, but also I've noticed a lot that a lot of these people are choosing East Asian cultures, like becoming Korean, becoming Chinese, Japanese, which is fascinating. And I really should make a like separate video on this. I don't know if I should do like a video essay or just like a regular commentary video. The Asian fetishization is really fascinating because white people have done it for so long. Like before we were obsessed with anime and K-pop and all that, even before then people did it. It's like this love-hate relationship with Asian people, you know. That's why I'm like, I really want to dive into it deeper, because what is this Why do people fetishize Asian people and Asian culture so much? These kids on TikTok are just full of self-hatred. They just want to be anything but what they are, because they have nothing to grasp onto, nothing to call their own. So they're trying to make it out of nothing. They should just be themselves, you know? Love yourself. Yeah, I think the question is, a lot of people will call these people racist. Are they racist? Oh, they're racist. They're ignorant. I don't even think it's born out of that, though. I don't think it's born out of racism. I think it's, like I said, born out of wanting to have something to call your own, to have something to identify with. It's very important for a lot of people, and most people have it. Like, white culture is an anomaly because it's like the only culture on this planet that isn't tied to anything substantial. So everyone else is like vibing, identifying with pretzels and schnitzel and stuff, and they have nothing. So I just feel bad for these kids. Love yourself. You know, they'll grow out of it probably. You know, I think a lot of people go through these types of phases. They'll grow out of it or they won't. And they'll just identify as black forever. I don't know. Okay, bye.